How's it going? For any Power Ranger fans on my channel, or has at least seen my channel, knows that there's something weird going on with Toei and Hasbro. For those who don't know, Toei are the people who made Super Sentai, or who own Super Sentai, and sells the footage to Hasbro so they can adapt seasons from Super Sentai into Power Rangers. And, any Power Ranger fan already knows what's happened so far. So, let's get on with this update video, shall we? What's going on, guys? It is Jay here. It's everybody. Today we're going to be talking about two things that I wanted to talk about for a long time, or that I thought would never happen. Ever since I was a fan of Power Rangers in the year of 2006, I think I've been watching Power Rangers ever since that year. I was like 2. My mom told me I was like 2 ever since I started watching Power Rangers. My first Power Rangers season I ever watched was apparently Mystic Force. Yeah, that was like one of my first Power Rangers seasons I've ever watched, apparently. I loved the hell out of it. It was a great season. I still love Mystic Force. It's one of the best seasons I've ever watched of Power Rangers because I loved the season so much that I ended up getting like a bunch of action figures found at like thrift store. My favorite one was Yellow Mystic Ranger, aka Chip. He's still my favorite Mystic Force Ranger till this day. And Sentai, his Sentai counterparts, his name, God, I forgot his name, but he is still my favorite. Both of them are my favorites. And then, along 2017, came my friend Alexander. Not Alexander Black, not Timothy Holder, my friend, you guys, some of you guys might know on the channel, but another friend named Alexander Murphy. He's a friend of mine, and we're still friends till this day. I haven't talked to him ever since we left middle school. Last time I saw him was on graduation day, when we graduated from middle school and we're going to go to high school. He was the guy who got me into Super Sentai, and then I found out, I didn't know what Super Sentai was. My mom actually mentioned to me before. She was like, you know, Power Rangers is not original, right? It's like, it's Power Rangers originate from Japan. I'm like, wait, really? And, you know, like, I didn't really know that until my friend Alexander. He really, really likes Super Sentai, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I do remember one of the very, very first videos I've ever watched of like Super Sentai morphing or transform, you know, when they henshin or transform, was Kyoryuger. Juden Sentai Kyoryuger. And ever since I watched that, I've been trying to get that dance right. I do remember I got addicted, I got hooked onto it the moment I saw them do the dance. I think the first video I ever watched from that was like by Superhero Time, which is a YouTube channel on YouTube. They just upload like morphing videos of like Tokyuger, Kyoryuger, two of the most popular Sentai seasons in Japan. Not everybody likes Tokyuger for some reason. I actually kind of like it. I actually do kind of like it. So this is where this got introduced to me. Kyoryuger is my all-time favorite Super Sentai season, and Power Rangers Ninja Storm is my all-time favorite Power Rangers season, because two of my favorite Power Rangers are in that season, which is Blake and Hunter, aka the Thunder Rangers. They're two of my... I've been wanting to morpher for so long, but this is my all-time favorite Sentai morpher. My all-time favorite Power Rangers morpher would probably have to be the Thunder Morpher, or whatever it's called. I do remember in Japan... That's just a screen door, but I do remember it was called the Gurai Changer in Japan, and it was called, I forgot, I think it was called the Thunder Morpher. It was something called like that. But yeah, this became my all-time favorite Sentai Morpher when I realized that its firing noise is like literally one of the most satisfying things of this entire thing, because it sounds like it sounds like whatever you're shooting is going far away. Because it's like it sounds like that. If you guys can hear the actual firing noise, many people have seen those skits where I include this, and I have the stock firing noise for this. For every Gabble Revolver, I'm pretty sure even the evil versions, they will have this. I'm pretty sure they will all have this noise, even including like if, I don't know, Death Ranger or Dark Ranger, which is what he's called in America now, or Talon Ranger is what he used to be called in America for Dino Charge. Death Ranger, if he had a Gabble Revolver, and probably been called the Death Revolver, I don't know, it's a piece of hair. I'm going to call it something like that, but I'm pretty sure this thing would have been a lot more powerful than the Giga Gabble Revolver, probably, because the Giga Gabble Revolver is much stronger, way more stronger, actually, than a Gabble Revolver, and way more stronger than the Gabble Revolver, the one that's made after Kyoryuger takes place, and after 100 years after it takes place, I think. It's the one, Dino Force Brave. I've loved Super Sentai ever since my friend Alexander Murphy got me into this. It got me into like the entire franchise until I realized that I thought Super Sentai started in 1992. Until I realized that Super Sentai has been going on ever since 1975, which is a very long time. Super Sentai has been going on for 44 years now. Power Rangers has been going on ever for like 27 years now. Next year will make it 28 years. And here's when this all comes into play. First of all, let me turn this off because I do not want to hold this thing anymore. So, this is where it comes off to. The new season Power Rangers Dino Fury, which is Kishiru Sentai Ryusoulger in Japan, which I think translates to Dino Knight Sentai Ryusoulger, or I think, nah, that doesn't make any sense. I was about to say Dragon Ranger, but nah. But I think it translates to Dragon Knight Sentai Ryusoulger. So that is what is going to be adapted into Power Rangers Dino Fury. I was about to say Dino Knights, but Dino Fury is what it's going to be called in America. And I'm actually quite excited for it. I'm ready to see what the toys look like. Now, here's the problem about this. After Dino Fury, there will be no more live-action Power Rangers. That's what I've been hearing. There will be no more, and I mean no... First of all, how much time? I'm on 6 minutes, okay. But, as I said, there will be no more... You guys heard me right. Even non-Power Ranger fans are actually kind of surprised from this, probably. No more Power Ranger seasons, which means there will be no more Super Sentai adaptations from for that Hasbro will be doing. Like there won't be no Tokuger, there won't be a Zyuohger, Q Ranger. I know everybody when Tokuger was first heard of, Resha Sentai Tokuger. When that was first heard of, everybody got hyped up to think that Tokuger was going to be the next Power Ranger season. I think after Dino Charge, I think, or before Dino Charge was even in existence. But yeah, everybody got excited. Every Sentai and Power Rangers fan, every Sentai / Power Rangers fan got hyped up to think that Tokuger was going to be the next Power Ranger season. But unfortunately, it was not, and probably will never get adapted. Because, as I said, well, I haven't said this yet, but for those who don't know, this is only just a rumor. This is not real. This is only just a rumor as we know of right now. And if it is really true, then this might be the end of Power Rangers, like live action. And then, to be honest, everyone's like, oh, like they should do an animated Power Rangers instead of having to take ideas, or not take ideas, but to buy footage from Toei and do their thing. So do their adaptations for a Power Ranger season. I would really love to see that. I'm like, wouldn't this affect Super Sentai as well? Because then Toei won't be able to sell footage to like Hasbro or Saban or whatever. Now, I've actually heard a lot of people say that they want Saban to take Power Rangers back. I don't want them to take it back. Now, I know a lot of Power Ranger fans are going to be mad at me for this, but I have never liked Saban ever since I saw Super Mega Force. Ever since I saw Super Mega Force, I have been pissed off at Saban from like, Jesus Christ, can you for real do it much better? Because, for those who don't know, and maybe not all Power Ranger fans know this, but Andrew Gray, aka Troy, the Red Mega Force or Red Super Mega Force Ranger, is actually a male model. And I don't think he's fit for a Power Ranger role. I really do think he's fit for more of a serious role, like not Power Rangers. And I do know that all the actors are great, but Saban made the season, made the characters crappy. And I know some people are going to be like, oh man, you're not a true Power Rangers fan if you don't like Saban, because I know there's going to be somebody out there who's going to tell me that crap. But I don't care. And I don't even like all the Power Ranger seasons. Neither does my mom. I do know that the only season I do like Operation Overdrive. I love RPM. I do remember I watch RPM more than Mystic Force. I think RPM is my crap still, because two of my I have like a bunch of favorites in that show. Samurai is alright. They could have made it a little bit better if Disney had it, but Samurai is pretty good. But although it was basically just a blatant copy of Shinkenger from Japan, but they still had they still did their thing and then made exclusive stuff from that was not in Shinkenger. Mega Force I hated. I know hate's a strong word, but Jesus Christ, they couldn't have. I would prefer Mega Force over Super Mega Force, because some of the stuff in the show didn't even make sense. Like, some people were thinking, don't you have to transform, don't you have to go morph into Mega Force mode, and then morph into Super Mega Force. And sometimes, and like in the show, sometimes you see them morphing into Super Mega Force like straight up. I need some water. I think this water bottle is like at least a little bit. It's about almost I can get out of it. I never liked Super Mega Force. I never liked Mega Force. I love Dino Charge. Dino Charge is probably one of the best Neo Saban seasons ever to me. Okay, it's probably one of the best Neo Saban seasons because they didn't just copy straight from Kyoryuger, because Kyoryuger was all about music. Like, it was one of the first music-based. I know, and also some people really hated Kyoryuger because of it being focused mainly on just Kyoryu. And I also do remember seeing somebody's review on the last episode of Kyoryuger, like, oh, like it could have been a lot better. It couldn't have why couldn't the entire team fight Dayboss or Lord Dayboss? And then everybody's too worried about Daigo, Kyoryu Red, and they said that why are they not worried about their Judenryu partners dying instead of Daigo, when they said they're worried about Daigo waiting to come back so they can just suck on his balls, which I'm like, Jesus Christ, that is, man, he absolutely hated the finale. Now, I'm alright with the finale, it's just that there are some things I do agree with him, is that Kyoryuger could have been a lot better. Now, I'm making my own Kyoryuger, my own Super Sentai series based off Kyoryuger 100 Years After, which is a movie that comes after Kyoryuger. Has Navy, of course, has the normal colors. It has navy, silver, gray, blue, violet, cyan, and silver. And an addition of me, Kyoryu Yellow, which makes 7. So, that, and also, since there was no Kyoryu Yellow or Dino Charge Yellow in either season, makes me an original Ranger. or original Sentai character. And, we have all the little jackets on with the 00, with like the numbers, and then the brave symbol with the Kyoryu Spirit there. And then, on the back of the coats it says Kyoryuger right here. And it has the number, and your number, and your brave symbol, and with the Kyoryu Spirit head inside the symbol. So that's basically what it is. And also my season is actually a little bit more serious than Kyoryuger. Like, it barely has any funny moments. I'm not saying it doesn't have any funny moments, because then that will make it a lot more boring. Because, Sentai nowadays, they need their funny moments, and I want to have that in my series. And what's messed up is that if I ever bring the series to life, I will only be able to do scenes where we're not morphed, we're not transformed. Because if we do it transformed, then I don't know how in the hell we're going to be able to get the suits. Because Kyoryu Navy's suit is very hard to find. The only chance you're going to find that, the only off chance you're going to find that is probably Death Ryuger's suit. And then I'll have to paint this side of the arm navy colored, which would really suck because I'm spending a bunch of money on a suit, on a spandex suit. And then I have to paint the little red pieces on the helmet silver. So that's going to take a lot of work to do. And to make the jackets, I can easily get those jackets off Amazon. Like, there's some jackets up there. It doesn't have all our colors. I do remember it had blue, navy, and yellow. And there's no Kyoryu pink. Now, there's none of the original Kyoryugers except for blue. Although, he doesn't, like my friend Jaheim, he is Kyoryu blue of that season. He's Kyoryu blue the 3rd. I'm actually going to introduce you guys to Kyoryuger 6 Years After, which is what my series is called. It actually takes place a couple years before. I think it actually takes place way before Kyoryuger 100 Years After takes place, because my series takes place in the year 2068, which is technically not. And you guys may notice is that the series takes place with like seven of my friends were teleported from the year 2018 to 2068, which doesn't really make any sense. It's more like a 50 years after, but I don't care because 100 years after is not even 100 years after. If it was really 100 years after, it would have been in the year of 2100. It takes place in the year of 2114, so it's technically 114 years after, so none of them really makes any sense. It just takes place like a century later, but mine only takes place 68 years later, or like 50 years later, technically. Where we have more weapons, like more stylized weapons. We don't have all the fancy gear that the original Kyoryugers had. Like, we still have the Galvolver, which is actually turned off, I forgot. We still have the Judenchi, and we can transform in them, and then we can you know, we can do everything with this. Oh, okay. But yeah, we still have the guns, you know, we still have the Gabble revolvers, we still have the Gabbery calibers, we still, like, I've actually came up with, like, my own armed-on weapons. For me, it's called the Chaser Bullet, which is basically a wrist-mounted gun. It's like how it is the Seiza Blaster. This is actually what the Chaser Bullet might end up becoming, because it's basically just a modified Seiza Blaster. It's just that it has the Dino Chaser logo near the back, where the trigger is. And then also, in episode 12 of my series, it detaches, which means that Dino Chaser is basically... And also, Dino Chaser has actually came back instead of the bike. He's now in his physical form, in the form of a yellow version of Zakutor, or the green not the green Parazord, the Raptor Zord. It's basically just a yellow version, and he has his own unique roar, just like the Dino Chaser bike has the same roar, but, you know, he's, of course, physical, like, not just a bike, he's actually, like, big and giant, and can combine things. So, I'll tell more about this, about myself, and then more about the series in the next video, but... I've been going a little bit too much about this, so let's go on and talk about the next subject, is about TikTok being canceled in America. Now, me personally, I've never liked TikTok. Ever since I saw Corey Kenshin's video of him basically describing of why he hates TikTok so much. And I've actually been seeing videos of videos myself on TikTok. Some of them are very, very funny, but some of them are just like cringy. Like, they're just extremely freaking cringy, because I know back then I used the word cringe a lot. I use the word cringy a lot, because for one, I barely even knew what it meant. But now I know it's basically, you know, when you it's cringy is when, like, like when the acting is weird and like cheesy. That's what makes it cringy. But also, you got the 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds and all these people out here, people around my age, twerking, like. Although that's seen everywhere, now, because you're pretty sure some of you guys are like, oh, like, Shay, that's not even a big deal. Like, you see, like, 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds twerking everywhere. Even my aunt told me that. But, like, there's even people, not even, like, way below my age, like around 6 or 7, trying to do these weird dance moves and everything. So I'm just like, for real? Like, man. So, to be honest, I know some people all around here probably wondering, like, oh, if you don't like TikTok, then you suck. But I hate TikTok. I've never liked it. So I'm kind of happy that's being banned, because that way I don't have to be, well, because one of my cousins does have a TikTok, and she does actually make funny stuff. She does make some funny things. I've seen some of her TikToks before. She does make some funny things. She does a little dance. Like, it's okay if you're up there making a voiceover, you know, which I've always wanted to do. I've actually did Musical.ly at least once. It never worked. It never worked. Because I was with my friends. Now, I was with nobody, but I had a friend named, her YouTube channel was Mangle1. We were both FNAF, or Five Nights at Freddy's fanatics. And she said that, why don't you go ahead and join me on Musical.ly? And I'm like, okay, sure, because Musical.ly wasn't so cringy at the time, but now Musical.ly is practically dead. And I know there's going to be some people hating me because I don't like TikTok, but not everybody likes TikTok. I mean, my mom doesn't really care for it because she's not really with the new generation. She was born in, like, the 80s, so it's kind of obvious she's not really used to this generation. But me, I was born in the early 2000s, buddy. I was born in 2004. I get the new generation now, but Jesus Christ! Like, man, I'm kind of happy that TikTok is going away, but at the same time, my cousin might not be so happy about it because she really likes to do TikTok. She does a lot of weird, funny things. Now, I kind of want to at least do TikTok at least one time, like, do like a little voiceover, or, you know, but I'm technically doing that on my channel now. I'm doing skits. And sooner than I'm getting a wingman, I'm getting a, that sounds very weird, but I'm getting the wingman pistol prop from Apex Legends, not the one from Titanfall, which, Fire Blast, if you're watching this video, you might already know that I'm getting that, because I was actually talking to him a couple days, actually I was talking to him yesterday about me getting a wingman foam prop, that I'm going to be using in skits, along with this, because if this thing actually did damage to humans, like if it actually was able to kill humans, I'm pretty sure it would do a damage around 35. It would be nowhere near as powerful as to the wingman, because it is a double barrel gun. It's not a pistol. I think it's a PDW or something. And it's not a full auto gun, it's semi-auto only, and it has infinite ammo. So, you know, as with the Wingman, it can go up to like, I actually had an idea it could go up to 50, and you'd be able to fire it as fast as you want to, like the Gal Revolver, and then the recoil would be reduced because of how much weight is on the gun, which probably might be one reason why I like that idea. But anyways, so yeah, I'm actually kind of happy that TikTok is being canceled, because all you see is just like people around here. I remember seeing some videos of people trying to like lip sync some songs and don't even know the lyrics to it. So I'm just like, if you're up there doing the little, like if you're over there wanting to freaking lip sync a song, then you should at least know the lyrics. And some people are just doing this because like, you know, some people are doing this because like, you know, they just want to be seen sometimes, you know, and they just want to kind of get a little bit famous. But then there's also some people out here who are dumbasses. I had to censor that out, but Jesus, there are some people out here who are just complete like nutcases into trying to get, oh, I'm going to be TikTok famous. Because for anybody who has seen those videos on TikTok where they're trying to get like like their cats and dogs to bite them, you know, just like literally Gabrincho. They're trying to Gabrincho their ass. So, you know, I remember seeing this one video, like a perfectly cut screen compilation. It was this kid it was this kid who did a TikTok video. He was like, come on, I'm gonna get TikTok famous, and he was trying to get his cat to bite him. So he was like, come on, I'm gonna get TikTok famous. And the cat finally bites him. He wants to start screaming like a bitch. So I'm just like, man, are you for real? Is this what people do to get famous on TikTok? Now, I want to do, this is completely off topic, but I'm actually planning to get my hair cut down. I do not want my whole head to be cut from just my head to be bald. But I want some of my hair cut off, like around here, here, and here, like some of it cut off, you know. I just want some of it cut off because when I try to wear masks, like when we go out in public, it gets hard to wear a mask because like they go behind my ears, right? And there's like hair like right here, so like that's like the one problem. So like the one problem about like me wearing masks. So at the beginning of this video, I was kind of went off into a tangent a little bit, and so like talking about Curious for 6 years after, and talking about like Power Rangers, like, you know, about Hasbro canceling their partnership with Toei. But that was basically the reason why I wanted to make this entire video, so that way I can tell you guys and get you guys updated for those who do not know about this stuff yet. I know everybody probably knows about the whole TikTok situation, but not everybody knows about the whole Power Rangers, Hasbro ending their partnership with Toei. Because not everybody likes Power Rangers, but, you know, there's probably going to be one Power Rangers fan coming across my channel, and then they might have already heard of this. And I just want to let you, excuse me. And there's probably already been somebody that's probably already, like, made it. Actually, tons of people have made videos on this type of stuff. And I actually heard that TikTokers, people who do TikTok, are coming to YouTube. Which I'm like, it's going to be even worse, because then this means that it's going to be a lot worse, because, you know, you're going to have people that are not really used to YouTube that do a different type of social media website. So it's going to be even worse, because they didn't, you know, because then some people are still going to think, because there's going to be some people, they're still going to think that this is TikTok, and they can do all these weird little voiceovers, and then people will still like it, and they'll get all their fans. But in reality, YouTube is not like that no more. Like, you know, it's not, apparently I actually heard that YouTube is not about creativity anymore. It's all about business. But, you know, you can do whatever you want on your YouTube channel. So if you like TikTok, that's perfectly fine. I don't care. If you really love TikTok, that is fine with me. I am not trying to screw anybody over on you shouldn't like TikTok. But if you love TikTok more than anything, even probably yourself, okay. Alright, I don't care. It's what you like, okay? I don't like to judge people, so, you know, if TikTok is what you love, it's what you love. And if you like to do TikTok, that is perfectly fine with me. But, you know, I'm not gonna say, like, oh, if you're a TikToker, like, if you do TikTok, you can't watch me. You can't subscribe to my channel. Because if I was like that, then I would still probably be at, like, 90 subscribers right now. You know, I'll probably still be a dead channel. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, which that's my goal of this year. That was supposed to be my goal of last year, but I never got to that. I was still like 500 subscribers, or around that point by around October. I was around like 700 by the end of 2018. So yeah, that's basically this update video. Now I have to go and freaking upload and edit and upload this stupidly long video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.